We've obviously been speaking a little bit over the message. Backswing's been a little bit of an issue.
Yeah.
However, downswing is really good.
Yeah.
What we've got and I always think it's my analogy, but think of a Rubik's Cube. You've got one side which is completely red, which is perfect. That's your downswing. If we look at the other side, which is your backswing, and we go, oh, it's not all white. If we start focusing on getting that all white, we can do that.
Yeah.
But then the other side, which is your downswing, might go off. So we've got to sort of say your backswing needs a little bit of work, but we've got to be careful because the downswing is pretty much where we want it.
Definitely, yeah.
And if you gave the opportunity of having a good downswing or a good backswing, you'd always take the good
Yeah,
downswing.
of course.
So the first thing we're going to do, we won't do it yet,
Yep.
but the first thing we're going to do is going to move you a little bit further away.
Okay.
Okay, so don't worry about that yet, but we'll do that in a moment. And then there's two things happening in the backswing. Number one, the club is going a little bit inside, which we've already spoken about previously. Part of the reason for that is this shoulder's getting too high, so your
Yep.
shoulder turns a bit flat. This lead arm works higher than this arm too soon.
Yep.
So when I video from face on, I can see this elbow underneath
Okay.
too early, which puts the club shaft too flat. And then from here, as you swing to the top, you arch your upper body over towards the target.
Right.
More, arch it, arch it. There you go. No, that's probably not that bad, but it's
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
So it's a little bit laid off, and then you try and sort of recover it and get down. So the first thing you're gonna do, keep the club on the ground. In fact, we'll put a ball there just so you've got a reference.
Yep.
Okay, and just nudge your feet 1 inch further away. Okay, and then to get to that ball, you're gonna feel a little bit more angle through here, tiny bit more knee flex. And if you can, quite difficult to do this, you've almost got too much arch in here.
Okay.
So the way you feel that, if you relax, if I took a setup, I can feel where my belt buckle points. I can point it more down towards the ground, which puts more arch in my back, or I can almost feel like I suck my belly button and my belt buckle together more and almost feel like I took my hips under. That would give me more of a rounded look. But if anything, you've got too much arch. Now, when you've got too much arch, sometimes you can stand over the golf ball and it can feel really strong and athletic. But if you look at, you look at like back in the day, Johnny Miller, Jack Nicklaus, they're all a little bit more tucked under. If you're a little bit more tucked under, it actually gives you the opportunity to push it back. When it's a little bit too much arch this way, it already gives you the opportunity to sort of start to arch it this way. Yeah. So see if you can just stand there, club in, and just see if you can kind of almost tuck your hips under. Right, so let's go through this little drill we're going to do. We're going to work elbows. And when I say elbows, if we go right elbow higher, right elbow lower, when I say elbows, we're actually changing this. So you're going to take a setup, and from here, you're going to keep your lead arm where it is, and you're going to just raise the club head what you feel is 8 inches, a foot.
Yep.
It's not exact, doesn't have to be exact. So you're not doing that by lifting the arms, you're doing that by just working this here. And then I want you to make me a backswing where the butt of the club always points behind you.
Okay.
So that butt, if that was an arrow coming out of there, it's pointing behind me. It's going straight through me, but it's pointing behind me. That's in front of me. So I'm going to go here. Butt is pointing behind me. And as you make your backswing, it's going to go lead shoulder down, grip behind you. Now, when you do this, I don't necessarily want this to look like a perfect golf swing. It should look something more like this. Lead shoulder down. Yeah, it should look more like that.
Okay.
So as I said, it doesn't need to look like a good golf swing because that's not where I want you. At the moment, a little bit too tall, a little bit too here. This is high, it's laid off, and it's sort of in here. So you're going to go above, shoulder down, lead shoulder down, grip always behind you.
Yep.
No downswing. Left shoulder down. Good. There you go, better. So it's amazing how, I'll give a lesson. It sort of happened there. I'm saying start with the club here, never let the grip point behind you, and it's going to be here. And then when we put you in that position and you're here, you look at me a bit going like, that's not where I need to be. And I'm like, no, I don't know, you'll never get there. So it's all about understanding that, okay, I want to get here and I might have to feel here.
Yeah.
And it's trying to understand for every individual golfer, if you want to get to this destination, what's going on in here to help you get there?
Yeah.
Because I know that you're never going to get there, but what would be good for you is to make like a rehearsal where you feel it and then hit a shot.
Yeah.
And that's where you're going to go. So your path is 2.4 right. That's good, because
Okay.
my concern here, as we said at the start, is that we start fiddling around with the backswing
Yep.
and it influences the downswing. So we just have to keep an eye on that. But that was really good.
Yep.
So if you start again with the club just hinged up here. So when you're practicing or looking at this, as you make your backswing, and this would apply if you were starting from a regular position as well, lead shoulder goes lower, which puts more tilt through. When you're getting to around about left arm level with the ground,
Yep.
this elbow wants to be higher.
Okay.
So you can see, not higher than, your shoulders are higher than this one.
Yeah.
Now the video, we can put on the screen here, but it's much lower.
Yeah.
Now the reason it's much lower is, number one, if the shoulders get more level, the elbows get more level, and then two, you've just got too much arm fold this way. So to you, it's going to feel left shoulder down, right elbow is going to feel much more on top.
Yeah.
Rory's a great example.
That makes
Rory's
sense.
very much here, which is why you see him go a little bit this way, and then he has this almost like little bit of a reverse.
Yeah.
Because he's going here.
I'm quite wristy as well, so would it make sense to feel, obviously not extreme to the point where we were first lesson, but just a bit more closed?
Can do.
Yeah.
Yeah, if that's how you.
That would feel like I'm
Yeah.
putting more pressure in the wrist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So this time, I want you to go from a regular starting position.
Yep.
Left shoulder down, which ultimately for you is trying to get more tilt through.
Yep.
And this time, when your left arm gets level with the ground, I just want the grip of the club to point behind the alignment stick.
Okay.
This time. So touch further away, half inch further away, a little bit more. It's back a little bit more over. Good. So this time it's going to go from setup, left shoulder down. There.
Yep.
Now again, that's too steep, but this is where we need to be.
Okay.
What we're looking to do now is to take this club shaft, which is too steep, and as you complete your backswing, then your forearms can start to fold it.
Okay.
But what, in terms of steep or shallow, this is steep, this is shallow.
Yep.
If I said to you from here, as you complete your backswing, fold your forearms, which way is the weight of the club going relative to your hands?
It's going to go that way, right?
This way.
Yeah.
Which starts to lead into a little bit of a shallower downswing.
Yeah.
The issue that not you've got, but so many golfers get, is the weight of the club gets behind them.
Yeah.
And then what do they do in transition?
It's going to go that way,
lift it,
yeah.
and it's in the process of doing this.
Yeah.
So what's interesting, if you took a setup and you went to here in the downswing, and we showed a picture of that to any golf coach and said, what's this downswing like? They've got no idea. Because they don't know whether it's in the process of going from here to here, or whether it's in the process of going from here to here, because momentum is a big thing. Left arm level, grip is behind the alignment stick.
Yep.
From there, hold it. Now just turn up and clip it. Good. Okay. If you don't fold these arms, can't go any further, can you?
Yep.
Cannot go any further than that.
No.
So how do you go further? You fold your arms. So if I said to you, let's get the club this way, which is technically steeper, put the arms out in front of you, push, 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 there you go. Turn, 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 turn. Is that your limit?
I think so, yeah.
So how do you go further?
Yeah.
You start to fold it. So it's always going to fold.
Yeah.
Because if you don't fold them, you'll never get to a full backswing. So when I'm getting you here, this is almost the point where you're like, well, that's as far as I can go.
Yeah.
But now, to go further, then you fold.
Okay.
But again, the mass of the club is starting to go more this way, whereas what's happening at the moment is it's going in, and then it's got to recover a little bit, and that's where you get a little bit of this with the body. So you'll, however much you try and sort of not fold it, it will, because you can't go any further than until these fold. Good. If you think about this in simple terms, if I jump off, think about it in terms of the club has got a centre of mass, a balance point, which is always near the club head end. So it's down here somewhere. Every club's got one. So that's where you sort of feel the weight of the club. So if you think about where that is relative to your hands, ultimately, and this is not going to look like a great golf swing, but we're trying to keep that weight that side of your hands before flipping it that side of your hands. So it would be staying this side before we flip it this side. Now, if we asked you to swing something around your body fairly naturally that wasn't a golf club, that would be how you would do it. You know, you look at baseball players, they go this way and then they fold it. What's quite common, in your swing a little bit more the amateur game, is to take the weight of that club and throw it way too soon behind them. And then from here, it's always likely to work out in front. Now, that is not as efficient in speed. It doesn't feel as natural. It's way more natural to keep it this way and drop it. Because if you keep it this way, you naturally get this kind of shallowing motion. Now, if you do it well, it doesn't look like that. It just looks like a pretty normal golf swing. But the issue was that for you, you were going this way a little bit, and then from here it was always, can you recover it? And because you were trying to recover it, you did it every now and then. But
That's better.
Good, mate. Yeah, 131 ball speed.
Yeah. Dear.
So, I mean, this time you've not got it as far forward, but you have got the ball a little further forward.
Yep.
You've also got the shaft length quite a long way back.
Okay.
So, keep that ball inside that heel.
Yeah.
Start with the hands a little bit more here.
Yep.
And you've got your shoulders a little bit open. So try and get them more here,
Yep.
but still keep your hands forward, which
Yep.
is quite tricky. There you go. So you should see less of the face.
Okay.
And that can be like a nice little reference point for you. So you can relax. So basically, iron to driver, stance is wider, puts your sternum more behind the ball. Ball goes further forward. So you've got ball going this way, you going this way, you hit the ball so much later in the arc,
Yeah.
which is why your path goes to the left. So it's pretty normal to hit the iron straight driver fade, which is fine. But you've probably, your ball flight is a fraction high and your path is going a little too far left. So we can just soften those a little bit.
Perfect.
It's still going to be there. And if you felt comfortable with that and you were hitting fairways, fine. But you're probably leaving a few yards on the table
so
that
like
way.
my real bad one with a driver, it stays right, but it keeps going right.
Yeah.
So again, when I've tried so hard to come from the inside, it just faces open and it just stays right.
So I just want to hit a couple of shots where we've got the ball less forward.
Yep.
We've got the hands more forward, we've got the shoulders a bit square, and just see what happens.
Sure.
So keep that ball obviously inside the heel. Hands are going to go forwards, what you feel is forward, so you see less of the face, and you square the shoulders this way. Now, when you start to square the shoulders more, that's pretty square, but obviously they were this way.
Yep.
So when you're turning them more this way, it kind of encourages you to swing more.
Yeah.
So the more that you go square the shoulders, the more that you're going to have to feel more of this.
Yeah.
Okay. Set up. Same. Heel. Hands feel forward, shoulders feel close. You're going to feel like you're almost a bit Bryson-like. From there, maybe a couple of backswings and a couple of downswing moves. Returning the club shaft, what you feel is vertical, but the face pointing as far left as you can.
Yep.
So the shaft vertical is key because you don't want to do it with like this movement.
Yeah.
So you're just going to set up, hands forward, back, and then just half a backswing and just this way.
Yeah.
This way. Whoops. This way. Good. Good. So you make a little backswing. Relax, relax. There we go. Good. And then you're just going to go.
Yep.
Okay. Let's do 3 or 4 of those. Nice and smooth. Nice and slow.
Just rehearsal, no.
Yeah, just rehearsal. You can go kind of over the ball if you want. Yeah. So just that's as far as you need to go. Okay. So I'd actually do it like I'd just just to impact.
Yeah.
So literally just. So you're literally just going to go to here, and then you're just going to go stop here. Good. Go a bit slower. Good. There you go.
I think I had the concept right, but something just clicked in my brain there where I'm actually doing it afterwards.
Yeah.
Whereas I just felt like I was doing it sort of around here, swinging the same, still swinging what feels like there, just closing the club face.
Yeah. So the thing is, and this is where if you took a setup, the shots that were going right, you were probably missing fairways.
Yeah.
The face was like 3 to 4 degrees open.
Makes sense.
Not a lot.
Yeah.
So to hit it straight, we want an adjustment of like 3 degrees,
Is that all 3 degrees is?
pretty much. It's
Wow.
not a huge amount.
Yeah.
So when is that happening? It's happening through here, where
Yeah.
you've got 100-mile-an-hour speed.
Yeah.
So there is nothing technically I can tell you that will cause you to close the face by 3 degrees. It basically has to be feel-based.
Yeah.
Just because it's so fast, you can be aware of what you're doing, but you can't be that precise.
Yeah.
So you basically need to give yourself a feel. What is that feel? More twist of the shaft.
Yeah.
Feel it, do it.
Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
and then you have got to work a little bit on just timing and
Yeah,
practice. And there'll be people watching this now thinking, well, how hard's that to time? Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
it's like it's a,
the longer
just a
the
tough
club
sport.
for me, the harder time. I find time in the club.
You hit 70% of fairways,
Yeah.
which is 7 out of 10. You're number 1 on the PGA Tour.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
hard. Like it is seriously hard to get that face where it needs to be.
Yeah, and like I said, I again exaggerating this, but 3 degrees, especially when I had the bad one, does feel much more like that.
Yeah.
And I can feel like that in my takeaway. Whereas actually, like you say, if it's the difference between that and that, I mean, that's not a lot,
Yeah,
is it?
no.
So,
Boom. There you go. That's the last 2, great.